arms for a little bit. For the intro. That's all I got. There's no sound in this menu and it's throwing me off. But the game has really interesting art and it's birds. And I realize I have too many bird games in my Steam library. Maybe we'll play Hotful Boyfriend next. Who the fuck knows? Anyway. I guess we're starting this. I just want to take a look at the options. I am slightly deafened. Like, let me take a look. Holy shit, that's loud. Alright, we're gonna turn that down. I should have done this, like, perhaps before starting the stream, but, like, whatever. Too late now. New game. I don't know anything about this. Going in blind. January 1st, 1848. The Chateau Crinier of Baron Rogil. Whoa! Is that Monsieur Greenway? Oh, Monsieur. Oh man, my French is not gonna sound good because I don't speak it. Dame Catalina, what have you done? Is that a human? They're supposed to be birds. Act 1, a cat with claws. He blinked at me. I don't know if I like that. Sparrowson, it's midday already. Where on earth is that featherhead? It's very loud. Let me just turn it down for you guys and for me. Well, well, well. Look who finally decided to get up. Haven't you heard what they say about the early bird falcon? He's so tall. Ugh, too early for worms. Pass the Cabernet Sauvignon. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but that's my guess. There'll be time for that later. We've got some business to handle. What? What business do birds have? I don't... You know what? Murder. That's what birds have to handle. Business. A letter arrived while you were sleeping. I haven't opened it yet. It's probably just more junk mail. Go ahead, Sparrowson. You may have the honors. Alright. Dear Monsieur Falcon, I'm writing to you today because my daughter, Dame Catalina, has been arrested for a crime she did not commit. She's being held at La Conciergerie prison on the charge of murder, no less. Her trial is in 3 days' time. I would be greatly in your debt if you'd offer her your legal aid. Yours sincerely, Signor I can roll my tongue. Pertor Demau of the Demau estate. Demau. Oh my god. Well, this is quite something. I know. Your first serious client in months. Not just that. The Demau estate is well known for its exuberant wealth. Even if we cannot do much for Dame Catalina, his lordship would still reward us handsomely for our efforts. We know what Falcon's about. Wow, so I suppose you intend on defending Dame Catalina in court. Of fucking course. Grab your coat. We're going to find our kitty client at La Conciergerie. Excellent. My derriere was getting tired from all this sitting around. I think that's how you say that. Oh, but I better file away Signor Demau's letter first. One moment. It's been added to my evidence folder. You may access the evidence folder at any time by clicking the suitcase symbol. Ah, nearly forgot my wallet. I wouldn't want to lose that. Again, I recall you losing it at the New Year's party and at Christmas. Yes, alright. No need to make a list. And we have a wallet with 20 francs. You may see how much money he's carrying at any time by clicking on the wallet symbol. Let's make a move. Welcome to the map screen. From here you can travel to any listed area by clicking on a location name or location node. Areas marked with a clock symbol take a whole day to visit. Areas with no symbol can be visited freely. Oh, I see. I guess we have to go here, though, because this is where we started. Falcon and Sparrowson step into the stone-cold foyer of the conciergerie prison. Sullen-faced guards and visitors linger beneath the medieval archways. Oh, the conciergerie. They say this is the finest prison in the whole of France. I don't know why I said it that way. The outer walls are impenetrable. The cells are spotless. The guards are well-mannered. What do you want? His name is Quark. Good day, monsieur. I'm here to see Dame Catalina de Mao. I'm due to represent her in court. Oh, you're her lawyer, huh? Fine, fine. Follow me. He's a spindly bird. Well, what are you waiting for? Keep up. My papa hasn't forgotten about me, has he? Dame Catalina de Mao, I presume. You arrived! The fantastic lawyer, Monsieur Falcon, and his petit assistant, Spatterson. Milady is knowledgeable. Don't talk like that, Spatterson. Sorry. What? My papa told me that he would only hire the best lawyers in town. I'm flattered. We're probably also the tastiest looking, because they're cats and we're birds. But they weren't available at such short notice, so he hired the first people in the address directory. Alright. That's... okay. Oh. You see, Falcon? I told you listing under Aviary Attorney would pay off. Let's get down to business. Dame Catalina, would you fill us in on some details? Your father's letter was a little brief. I can do my best. What is it you want to know? I guess we'll start from the top and go down. That's my strat. That's what I do when I play Nancy Drew. What happened on the night of the murder? What exactly happened on the night of the murder? Oh, let me think. It was Friday evening. Me and my papa had arrived at Chateau Crinier, the home of great Baron Rogiel. My papa spent all evening talking with Monsieur Greenway and the Baron about business stuff. Business stuff? Well, the three of them own a railway company together, so all through dinner they were talking about company shares and investments, but I don't really understand most of it. But after dinner, this man with a camera took our photograph. That was a lot more fun. Sorry, man with a what took your what? Camera. It's a very new gadget. You wouldn't know. A tiny bug sits in a box with a tiny paintbrush and paints your picture very fast. Is that actually how that works in this world? In 10 minutes, poof, you have a perfect picture. Wow, technology is amazing. I don't think the lady's explanation is right, Sparrowson. Pshaw, let me believe in those little bugs. Still, the camera sounds like a very special device. I'll make note of it. Camera has been added to your evidence folder. Please continue, Dame Catalina. So after we had the photograph, I went to the gardens to get some air, and that's when I found the body of Monsieur Greenway. He was all ripped open. Honestly, though, when we first saw that, like, overlay image, I thought it was, like, a frog being sutured up. And I was like, what kind of madness have I started? But he was just murdered. That's a lot better, right? A housemaid saw me standing over the froggy monsieur and called for help, and then the police arrived. Before I could say anything, I ended up here. It was such a blur. It must have been terrifying. Their blinking is unsettling. It wasn't so bad. My papa taught me how to be a brave cat. Was there something else you wanted to ask, Monsieur Falcon? Who was there that evening? Dame Catalina, who attended the banquet that evening. Well, there was me and my papa. My dearest maman couldn't make it. And there was Baron Rogiel, who hosted the dinner, and his housemaid, Colleen? I think she was called. Of course, there was Monsieur Greenway. Well, until he died. And there was Monsieur Robitio de Robinio, the man with the camera. Robitio de Robinio. I have to remember that. But he was only there for a little while. I think that was all. Was there anything else you wanted to ask? Can I add Oh, it already did. A photographer named Robitio attended the banquet. Good. Did you see anything suspicious? Dame Catalina, did you see anything suspicious that evening? Suspicious? Like, maybe a guy lurking in the shadows, or a bloodied murder weapon. Monsieur Falcon, I do believe you're looking for an easy answer. You got me. I did not see anything, I'm afraid. The evening was very normal, the food was delicious, the conversation was boring. It was all very ordinary until the incident. I see. Wait, Falcon, you missed something of huge importance. I did? Dame Catalina, you said the food was delicious, but you didn't say what food it was. The effect. You and your damn stomach. Let me see. We had poached red herrings to start, garnished with garlic butter. Go on. Then a marbled steak served perfect, bloody rare. Glorious. Falcon, write this down. What? This can't possibly be relevant to the case. Write it all down, please, for me. Fine. Fine. Red herring has been added to your evidence folder. Bloody rare steak has been added to our evidence folder. Spearson, remind me not to let you talk to clients on an empty stomach. Come to think of it, I did find it a little strange that we weren't given any cutlery. No cutlery? Even for the steak? Nope. You would think that the great baron of Chateau Crinier would have gorgeous silverware, but there was none to be seen. That is a little peculiar. Was there anything else you wanted to know, Monsieur Falcon? No, I think that will be all. So what's the plan now, Falcon? Obviously go to Chateau Crinier. But you see, we have two tasks. We should go to Chateau Crinier and try to see the scene of the murder for ourselves. And we should try to track down this supposed photographer, Monsieur Robitio de Robinho. 2 days for 2 tasks seems doable, but we should get back and get some rest first. We have a lot of work ahead of us. Wait, Monsieur Falcon, before you go, you do believe my story, don't you? I believe you. I believe in justice, or ... We're gonna be nice to the lady, even if we don't actually believe her. And as gentlemen. To have faith in your testimony, you can trust us. Dame Catalina, Monsieur Grinwy, Baron Rogil, these names are all getting a bit confusing, aren't they? Not particularly. Well, it is for me. I'm going to start compiling a Facebook so that I can keep track of who everyone is. A what? A Facebook. It's a collection of people's names, pictures, and descriptions in an easy-to-carry catalog. I think I understand. The name could use a little work, though. Spearson has started compiling a Facebook. Oh my god, look at all these. This is the dead guy. The froggy businessman who was found murdered at Chateau Crinier, a college of Pertois and Rogil. Sure. I like how they just put like a suit on what I assume was. It looks almost like his dead body on the steps. That's what I was thinking of. Anyway. You can access a list of people you met at any time by clicking the book symbol. Hey, ass blaster, we're birds. Let's make a move. Fuck is this? Aviary Attorney? We are solving crime. The game saves automatically at the start of a new day. But you can also make a quick save at any time by selecting save and quit from the pause menu. You can access the pause menu by clicking on the cog symbol in the upper left corner or by pressing the escape key. Okie dokie. I want to go to the chateau because that's where the murder happened. And then we'll chase down the photographer the next time. Boom. Falcon and Spearson entered the courtyard outside Chateau Crinier. Is this where we are now? Bird attorneys? Heck yeah. People with dirty clothes and gaunt faces linger around the building's shadows. Excusez-moi, messieurs. This is a great game so far. I don't mean to be a pain, but my little girl and I are sick and starving, see? I don't suppose you happen to have some spare change? You have 20 francs in your wallet. What will you do? Give 1. I just want her gone. I don't want to have to, like, deal with it. That was pretty generous of you. Times are tough. Making sure mother and child have something to eat is the least I can do. But what am I doing standing here moralizing? Come on, Spearson. We've got business to attend to. I bet they murdered the frog. I don't know any French, so I'm just going for it. Falcon and Sparrowson step into the pristine wood-paneled foyer of Chateau Cornier. Well, look at this place. Baron Roguil must be loaded. More than loaded when it comes to lucrative investments, the Baron is a legend. Factories, chocolate shops, hotels, railroads. The Baron owns a little bit of everything this side of the Seine. Seine? 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 I don't know. He is here right now. He's the smug-looking chap with the impressive name. But we must approach a man of his stature with tact and finesse. Hey, Baron! We'd like a word! How's that? You have the finesse of an inebriated warthog. You can thank me later. I think I got his attention. Look at this man. Did I hear my name? Great Baron Roguil, property owner extraordinaire at your service. And who might you fellows be? More investigators? We are attorneys. His name is JJ. And this is my associate, Sparrowson. Lawyers, eh? You know, you aren't the first to have passed through here today. Oh? Yes, that jumpy, twitchy fellow came by this morning. Asked a bunch of questions and hopped away before he heard the answers. Most curious. Do you know who he was, Sparrowson? Perhaps. I have a hunch. Sorry. I have a hutch. Sorry, hunch. We'll be seeing him at the trial. A friend of yours? Something like that. So what may I do for you, messieurs? We're doing some research on Monsieur Grenouille, the frog who was killed here on Friday evening. Of course. Such a tragedy. He was a good friend and a loyal business partner. I suppose you messieurs will be waiting to see the crime scene for yourself. Actually, yes, that would be fantastic. Well, be my guest. You'll find the garden where the murder occurred through the back doors. You may also be interested in the lounge on the second floor, third door to the right. That would be where we gathered for a group photograph prior to the... So douchey. Unfortunate incident. Oh, can we see the finished photograph? I'm afraid not. It is my understanding the photograph must be developed before it can be viewed. It's a slow process. My own copy of the photograph is to be delivered in 3 days' time. That's no good to us. The trial may be over by then. Nonetheless, we appreciate your hospitality. Thank you, Baron. Why is he here? Because we're aviary attorneys in a world of animals. Doesn't mean everybody's a bird. It's no trouble at all. Be here to see you out when you're done with your investigations. So where shall we go first? I want to see the garden where the murder happened first. Well, maybe we should start main hall and then go to the lounge and then the garden and do it like... This would be like theoretically the order things go. Like chronologically. Okay, never mind. Wow. Woo! Second floor. Third door on the right. This must be the room where the photograph was taken. Psst. Hey, Falcon. Did you see that? See what? That housemaid totally just did something shifty. Shifty? I think she just pocketed something from the drawer. You should totally call her out on it. Excuse me, mademoiselle. Ah! Yes? Are you two policemen? No, we're private attorneys. My name's J.J. Falcon. And I'm Sparrowson. Oh, how rude of me. My name is Colleen Duhot. Duhot? So, what can I help you messieurs with today? We're investigating the murder that took place last week. Do you mind if we ask you a couple of questions? That's fine. Let me just grab a chair. That's better. What is it you wanted to ask? Your evil twin, JJ? That's exactly what this is. Is there where the photograph was taken? We're looking for the room where the photograph was taken prior to the incident. Would you happen to know whether this is the right room? Oh yes, you're in the right place. I saw the photography session for myself. Let's see. The cameraman was standing... just about where you're standing, actually, Monsieur Falcon. And where was the camera pointed? Right at the clock above the mantelpiece. The Baron insisted on using that very location. Now that I'm looking at it, something isn't right about that clock. I know. The painting on it totally clashes with the decor. I was thinking along more obvious lines. The clock has no hands. Oh, that clock never had hands in all the years I've worked here. I think Baron Rorgil just keeps it around as a conversation piece. Well, we're conversing about it, so I guess it's working. It's a peculiar detail, though. I'll make note of it. Missing clock hands have been added to your evidence folder. Is there something else you wanted to ask? Is there something we should know? You were a little nervous when we came in. You thought we were police officers. Is there something we ought to know? Anything you need to confess? No, I suppose I'm just a little nervous after all the drama of last week. Pressure her. Are you sure there isn't anything that you're hiding? It's okay to tell us. We're defense attorneys. It means we help people get away with criminal acts. That's all. No further questions. Thank you, mademoiselle. You've been a huge help. It's no problem, Messieurs. Actually, there is something. I know you two saw me stealing as you came in. I appreciate that you didn't give me the third degree about it. You see, I'm trying to save up to follow my dreams and... Well, never mind. I'm rambling. It's no problem, mademoiselle. To be honest, we have a much larger crime to worry about. Although I should probably ask, I don't suppose you've been stealing anything else. Silverware, perhaps? You know about that? Yeah, I suppose that was me. It started with a couple teaspoons, and I didn't think the Baron would miss those. But, well, I suppose the habit got away from me. That's one mystery solved, at least. Missing silverware has been added to your evidence folder. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell the Baron. He's been really kind, and I'd hate to break his trust. I see. Swear to next, Big Bird. Garden. Dame Catalina said that she found Monsieur Grenouille on the stairs by the fountain, so this must be the very spot where the murder took place. Hey, Falcon, do the crime scene investigation thing. The crime scene investigation thing? Yeah, you know, that thing where you get all eagle-eyed and analyze every object in excruciating detail. You mean search for evidence? Yeah, do that. That's not a bad suggestion. It wouldn't be the first time the Parisian police have missed something right under their noses. In investigation mode, you are free to examine the scenery of the room. Click on an item of interest and Falcon will examine it closer in detail. When you've had enough, or when you can find nothing else to examine, click the X in the top right corner. Where's Nero? Missing. Okay, so... it looks like there's 5 things just hovering around. So we'll start top, and then we'll do the middle. A finely crafted horse statue. The mane almost looks lifelike. Would you say it behooves you to stroke it? No. No, I would not. Baron Rorgil certainly likes horse statues. I don't mind the horse statues, but the little cherub people creep me out. Babies should be waddling, not attempting saddleless horseback riding. Another beautifully made horse statue. You know, my uncle once had a horse that refused to eat hay. Oh, that's unfortunate. You're convinced you'll do... I don't own Devil May Cry, and I already own this. And I've been wanting to play this for a long time. Why? Because it was like $2 or something. That's unfortunate. Yep, eventually we realized it was just filling up on oh my god. Terrible. A horse statue. This one has a goofy face. That reminds me of a joke. A horse walks into a bar and the barkeep says, "Why the long face?" Yes, we've all heard that one. What? No, the barkeep says, "You gotta stop coming here. You're drinking us under the stable." I think it's time to rein in on the horse jokes. This fountain's finely crafted. It's solid, carved marble. That can't have been cheap. I see nothing but water in the bottom of the lower basin. It's a shame we can't see the upper basin from here. That'd be a perfect place to quickly stash a murder weapon. That's actually not a terrible line of reasoning. We ought to wait in to take a closer look, just to be sure. Sparrowson, go wade into the fountain and take a closer look inside the upper basin. If you're going to go wading, do it yourself. I'm a respectable lawyer. Can't expect me to roll out my trousers and paddle around a fountain like a duck in a lake. Yeah, well, you don't pay me enough to justify getting my sweet threads wet. Look, there's only one reasonable way to settle this. We'll flip for it. Flip for it? Yep, I'll flip this 1 franc coin. You call the outcome, get it wrong, and you go for a swim. So what'll it be? Heads or tails? Napoleon face or plant squiggles? Heads. Falcon really should learn how to spot a rigged coin flip. Oh my god. Had a good swim? No, I'm a bird, not a fish. But I did find a mystery item in the upper basin. No such murder weapon, though. What is this? It's brown and sticky, and it smells weird. Don't tell me you picked up a very wet cigar butt. Probably belonging to Baron Rorgil. Correct. But that shouldn't be too surprising. It is his house, after all. I'll stash it in the evidence folder, just in case. Is there anything else we need to do here? I think we've investigated everything. Oh! Dried blood on the staircase. This must be where Monsieur Grunwy died. Do you see any bloody footprints? Ooh, or maybe a name scrawled in blood written with the frog's last breath? Wishful thinking. All I'm seeing here is this big sticky puddle. It's nothing to indicate that the body was moved or that the frog left a last-minute clue. All I can make up from the bloody mess is that Monsieur Grunwy was attacked and killed on the staircase. I guess we have to be more careful. Next thing you know, there's like actually one more thing. Okay, I think we're good. Did you Messieurs have a good look around? I trust everything was in order. We had a good look. Thank you, Baron. But we actually have some questions for you. Please, ask away. I have nothing to hide. What happened on the night of the murder? Am I in trouble? Not at all. The guests arrived at 5 o'clock and we all sat down for dinner in this very hall at 6. That part went magnificently. The photographer arrived at 7 o'clock, but it wasn't until 7:30 that we had our picture taken. My housemaid discovered the crime scene soon after that. I see. Is there something else I can help you with? Do we rat out the housemaid? It feels wrong. I feel bad. Okay. I thought he was gonna be sly about it. That's why I chose the other one. If everything goes wrong in the trial, we could always just wing it. Terrible. Just terrible. Let's head back to the office and get some rest. Canceled the game. It's so good so far, though. I'm loving every moment of it. I'm actually having a lot of fun so far. I'm gonna go pause because my throat hurts from so much talking. So we're gonna be right back. I'll let you listen to the ambient sounds of Animal France, and I'll be right back. I will check out as soon as I get my water. I promise. some good... What? Ah! I unplugged my headphones. Let's hope this game is smart. Got it. I have like a weird dial that like my headphones are attached to. And the cable here came out. You got some good garbage for next time. This is probably going to be a multi-stream game. Legit. There's story here to be had. I should just put like a game suggestion box, but then like anytime someone says Devil May Cry, we like time them out. Just for you. How fucking many? I have no idea, dude. I don't know anything about how long this game is. I'm kidding. So this is the studio of the famous photographer. Shall we knock? Wait, there's a note on the door. I never said ban. I said timeout. It's like when a child gets a little, like, obnoxious and you have to chill out, take a sit for 5 minutes. There's a note on the door. The magnificent and marvelous artist Monjo Robitio de Robinio is currently out on an artistic expedition. Sorry, Curbite. Curbite's not watching yet. He shall return when his muse sees fit. When his muse sees fit. What does that even mean? I think it means that he's a pretentious bird brain, but in any case, the artist seems to be out. What shall we do now? We should knock anyway. Alright, I don't see the harm. Nope, it doesn't look like he's in, Falcon. We should break in. What? Are you serious? Maybe. Stand back, I'm barging the door down. Why have I done this? What in bird Jesus' name? That's so lazy, I love it. Oh my god. Bird Jesus. I want to try to condition myself to say that forever. What in bird Jesus' name was that? You said you wanted to break in. I thought we could find an open window. I didn't think you would turn into a bird-sized cannonball. Well, now we're here. We ought to make the most of it. This place is quite something. It's very swanky. It's very swanky. I was gonna say ostentatious. That's just swanky talk for swanky. We don't have time for this. This is the sound of a door being smashed in and could be drawing unwanted attention. We should find anything that may help our case and get out. I see paints, inks, and dyes. I'm not quite sure what the clear liquid in this bottle is. I could taste test it. You could, but we don't have time for a hospital visit right now, so let's not. I see a finely dressed dandy fellow upon a horse. Okay. Oh my god. This appears to be a photograph of a ladder, symbolic of climbing towards success, perhaps? It looks more like a stepladder to me. Oh no, we're not getting into that old argument. A beautiful picture of the Paris skyline. Given the angle, this must have been taken from Notre Dame Cathedral itself. Notre Dame? This is a photograph of a castle somewhere in the countryside. You know, I once had an uncle who once fell off a castle rampart while on guard duty. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Did he die? No, he got demoted. Oh my god. A butterfly, or maybe a moth. It's difficult to tell in black and white. Oh, the chandelier. A chandelier. Should get one of these for the office. I don't have the money for that sort of luxury. A lighthouse. No, wait. It's a man in a top hat. Actually, if I squint and turn my head sideways, it's a black smudge falcon. This is a tiny photograph of what appears to be a jail cell. That reminds me. How illegal is this? You know, breaking and entering, rifling through a person's belongings? It's cool, we're lawyers. We're just kind of, I think I'm mostly Falcon, yeah. This is a picture of a fence. It's a fancy photograph. It leaves the viewer defenseless. Out of all the pictures here, I'd pick it as my favorite. Well, I don't know. Okay, I'm done. No more fence puns. A picture of a sailing ship on a windy day. Fine. No more over that. Oh, I didn't look at this one. I see a bourgeois tigress in profile. Just want to make sure we're good before I look at this doorway. Hey, Falcon, look. What? It's just an easel. No, look at what's on the easel. Oh, wow, that must be a copy of the photograph from the evening of the murder. There's no question about it. I see a housemaid, Dame Catalina, and I think that's Seigneur Portois, Catalina's father. So what shall we do? Do we just take this? Risky business, ooh. We've come this far, we might as well borrow it. My gut says... We'll see if this goes sideways or not. I think we're done snooping. Let's get out of here before we draw further attention to ourselves. Sounds good to me. My gut says... Oh. Oh, mon Dieu. What happened to my door? Lie. Some kids did it. Little weasel types. We saw them. Yeah, weasels. They were all like, let's break into this art guy's house. And we were like, no, weasels. You cannot do that because that would be illegal. And then they were like, we chased them off. That's the important thing. Well, thank you, I suppose. Let's make a move. Trial day is approaching fast. Right. Let's go. I screwed up. We'll find out. So I was thinking though, the lion guy isn't in that photograph. Are you nervous, Falcon? Yes. Of course I'm nervous. We're woefully underprepared for this case. 2 days. We only had 2 days to prepare. How are we expected to get anything done in that time frame? Calm your feathers, Falcon. We can do this. Is there anything you need me to do? Falcon was just telling me how confident he was feeling about this case. That's wonderful. I just know you two will pull through. Let's move it along, fellas. I'll be watching from inside. Do your best for me, Manjo Falcon. We will. Are we ready? Yeah, we're ready. Guys, I'm nervous. Alright, settle down, everyone. Settle down. Is everyone here? JJ Falcon present. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Rupert Rabbington present. The ready is prosecution, Your Honor. Rupert and I went to Paris Law School together. He was in all my classes. Oh, was he smart? No. He always scored the second worst marks in the class. I can only assume they bumbled through the final exams on the luck of his 2 rabbit's feet. Unless he's improved considerably, you might already have his trial in the bag. That's good to know. But say, Sparrowson, if Rupert scored the second lowest marks in the class, then who scored the lowest? I choose to exercise my right to not self-incriminate. Here it is. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Are the jury all present? All present and accounted for, Your Honor. This guy's got a nice hat. Hey, Falcon. I thought there were only 6 members of the jury for cases like this. Why do I count 8? Oh, those 2 birds with the funny hats are assessors, the associate judges. Everything seems to be in order, so let us begin. The court is now in session for the trial of Dame Catalina de Mao. Prosecution, please call your witness to the stand. Oh, we're there already? Okay. I choose to call the officer in charge of the murder investigation, Inspector Volerty, to the witness stand. Inspector Volerty, please approach the stand and recite the oath. As you will, Your Honor. I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Monsieur. No, Inspector, please state your name and occupation for the record. My name is Inspector Juste Volerty. I am a servant to the law, a scourge of the gutter rats that plague this city. I have enforced the law for over 20 years, and I shall continue until I bring the infamous Viridian killer to justice. My path begins 18 years ago. Let's stick to the questions, Inspector. Of course, Your Honor. Oh, great. I was hoping we could have one of those bumbling, cuddly officers, but instead we're stuck with lawful goody two-shoes. I bet this guy would turn in his own mother if he saw her littering. So, Spectre, is it true that you're the lead investigator on this case? That is correct. I was also among the first to arrive at the scene of the crime. Then perhaps you can walk us through what you witnessed upon your arrival. Absolutely. Just after 7:30, we were alerted and brought to the scene by the housemaid of Baron Rorgiel. As the scene of the crime, we find Dame Catalina de Miao. She was standing over the corpse of Monsieur Grenouille with his blood on her paws. Well, that sounds like an open and shut case in my humble opinion. No more questions, Your Honor. Bloodied paws? Nobody told me that detail. Keep it together, Falcon. You're about to be given the opportunity to cross-examine the witness. That's your opportunity to find flaws in the inspector's testimony. Of course. I know this. You may begin your cross-examination, Monsieur Falcon. Select the key phrase that you find suspicious, and Falcon will press the witness for more information. Ask the right questions to bring the truth to light. Avoid pressing for pointless details. The judge and jury don't like their time being wasted. We were alerted and brought to the scene by the housemaid. I mean, I think the obvious one is to be like blood on her paws. Spectre, you say Dame Catalina had blood on her paws. Correct. Blood clung to her fur like guilt to a convict. Fuck. Okay. How can you be so sure? Oh, they had to eat bloody rare steak. I do. If the blood on Dame Catalina's paws didn't come from the victim, then where did the blood come from? The bloody rare steak! On the evening of the murder, Dame Catalina ate a bloody red steak. Is this true, Monsieur Rabington? Well. Wait. Don't answer that question, Inspector. It is a possibility. No! Intriguing. Or she fingered herself on her period? That is gross. You gained a little favor with the jury. You are overlooking something quite crucial. Dame Catalina is an elegant bourgeois kitten. She has no doubt brought up with flawless etiquette and perfect table manners, being treated eating steak with a fork in her left hand and a knife in her right, like any proper civilized animal. How could she have possibly gotten blood on her paws with such good manners? Oh, that is a good question, or at least it would be at any ordinary dinner banquet. But as it happened, something was missing from that particular banquet. Something that forced Dame Catalina to eat with her paws. Dame Catalina was forced to eat steak with her paws because the silverware of the household had been previously stolen. We weren't aware of any missing from the Rorgiel's residence when we performed the initial investigation. But as it happened, Baron Rorgiel approached us about this very subject last night. Ah! You gained a little favor with the jury. Bah! What is the meaning of all this? Bloody steak, misplaced silverware. Inspector, was your investigation so lax that you overlooked these basic facts in your initial report? Lax? My investigation, Judge, I assure you I am the most thorough investigative officer on the force. Then it is amazing that Parisian police managed to solve any crimes at all. Oh dear. Be on your way, Inspector. Perhaps do a little inspecting for your next case. Fine. Fine, so be it, Messieurs. Until next time. Prosecutor, I trust your next witness is ready. Yes, of course, Your Honor. Call upon, let's see, Monsieur Robitio Robinho, the photographer who attended the banquet on the night of the murder. Please approach the stand and recite the oath. How does it go? I swear to speak without hatred, without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. It's a little cliche, to be perfectly honest. Could the witness please introduce himself for the court record? As if anybody in this courtroom does not immediately recognize me. I am the great Monsieur Robinho, cutting-edge photographer and visionary. I don't just take people's pictures, I capture their very essence. Je suis l'artiste. Tu es un pipe. You may have seen my works in hit magazines La Branche or Seychelles. I can send you tweets if you like. What on earth is a tweet? Bird-to-bird communication. Come on, Falcon, it's the 19th century. Get with the times already. Yes, your works are very, impressive, Monsieur Robinho, but let's get down to business. Could you tell us your, activities were on the night of the murder? I've seen Ratatouille once. Very well, I was hired by Baron Rogiel to capture the evening's event. Why do you hate me? I arrived at... I've seen it more than once, but not much. I arrived at 7 in the evening, I pointed my camera and captured the beauty of the banquet in one fantastic photograph. Then I billed Baron Rogiel and left like a true artist. And with regards to the photograph itself, who did you photograph? Yeah, Geralt. Who did he photograph? You're so cute. Geralt, though, love him. He's such a good boy. Look at that. Look at that, sweetheart. And okay. I thought you might ask. I brought a copy so that you could all see for yourselves. Oh, very good. Let's take a closer look. My word, this is an exquisite picture, isn't it? So let's see. Who do we have here? In the middle, we see Baron Rogiel, the blind who hosted the event. On the left, we see Signor Portois de Mau, the father of the defendant, Dame Catalina. And finally, we see the housemaid, Colleen Duhot, who I suspect may have been snuck in the picture uninvited. As you can see, the two people are clearly absent from the photograph. The first is the victim, Monsieur Gwenwy, and the second is the defendant, Dame Catalina de Mau. Quite suspicious, wouldn't you agree? Just a moment, Monsieur Rabbington. This proves nothing. So the defendant and the victim were not photographed with the others? That doesn't mean they were in the garden together at that point. Hold your horses, Falcon. I'm not done yet. The prosecution may continue. Behold the photograph subjects. We see a wall clock with the time set 7:30. Now, why is that time significant? Well, as Inspector Volteri told us earlier, that was the exact time the murder took place. Do you see, Falcon? Every suspect has an alibi at the time of the murder, save for Dame Catalina herself. Hey, Falcon, that photograph doesn't seem right. It looks different than the one we borrowed from Rubinio's studio. I see it too. Our photograph shows Colleen Duhot, Dame Catalina, and Signor Portois. But Monsieur Rubinio's photograph shows Baron Rogiel, where Dame Catalina should be standing. If we assume that only one photograph was taken, then this demonstrates that one of the photographs must have been edited in some way. You should just slam the evidence down and be like, bam, inconsistency. This whole courtroom is out of order, case closed. Can't do that. It's the clock hands. It's the clock hands. There's no hands on that clock. No, I mean, I can't do that because our evidence was illegally obtained. If I were to present it, Monsieur Rubinio would ask how we acquired it, and the whole trial could derail. In a worst-case scenario, I could lose my legal license, and we would be arrested for theft. Oh, well, we don't want that. No, we don't. I should tread lightly. Your Honor, I would like to cross-examine the witness. Very well, the defense may proceed. It's a waste of time if you ask me. Photographs are rock-solid evidence. Show the picture? I'm not showing the picture. I got a plan. I see a mistake in the photograph. That is correct. The photographic process leaves no room for bias or inaccuracies. Because I see a mistake. A mistake? Impossible. I told you, Monsieur. The camera is perfect. Unbiased device photographs. It produces our flaws. Certainly. The clock in this photograph. There is something not right about it. Well, isn't that convenient? The defense sees something wrong with the key piece of evidence that implicates his client. Don't give me that cocky tone, Monsieur Rabbington. I have evidence that there's something wrong with that clock in the picture. The clock in Baron Rogiel's lounge has no hands. The photograph clearly shows the hands pointing at 7 and 6. That much is self-evident. Which is most curious because the clock in the lounge of Chateau Crenier has no hands. It has no hands? The clock is merely a decorative piece, a talking item. Feel free to ask Baron Rorgil or his housemaid if you have doubts. Monsieur Robinho, how do you explain this discrepancy? I don't know, there must be some sort of mistake. My camera is flawless. There's no mistake, Monsieur. Your photograph depicts something that does not exist in the real world. What does it all say behind my head? It says absolutely nothing, I don't think. In the top left? I don't think there was anything up there. Maybe there was. I think it just said pick part of the photograph that you think is... that you want to, like, discuss. Allow me to offer a more plausible explanation. You, Monsieur Robinho, edited the photograph. Edited? I'm no expert, but I suspect you used paint or ink to carefully put hands upon the clock. It would have been a simple task, considering that the clock face was bare. One could even speculate that you specifically chose to include a handless clock in the photograph just to simplify the editing process. Falcon, your reasoning is absurd. Why would the witness do such a thing? Is it not obvious? By showing the photograph to have been taken a place at precisely 7:30, it clears all the photograph subjects of suspicion. In other words, Monsieur Robinho created a perfect alibi. Of course, this raises further questions. Who is the witness protecting? And why? Was Monsieur Robinho coerced, bribed, threatened? It's like late 1800s, I think. Enough silence. Let's hear some answers, Monsieur Robinho. Fine, you've got me. I'm guilty. I did it all. You did it? You're confessing to the murder of Monsieur Grenouille? What? No, I have no idea who killed the fraud. I'm just admitting that I'm guilty of producing fraudulent photographs. I was ordered to make changes to the printed photographs, and yes, that included adding hands to the clock. You were ordered? By whom? I dare not say. Monsieur Robinho, I strongly advise you to answer the defense's question. You have pledged to speak without fear, after all. With respect, Judge, I fear his claws more than I fear the punishment of the judgment system. I shall name no names. His claws, did you hear that, Falcon? That is most unfortunate. Monsieur Robinho, we cannot and shall not torture names out of you. We don't live under the ancient regime, after all. But since you have admitted to falsifying evidence, then we cannot keep you on the stand as a witness. Take your leave. You shall be charged with perjury in due course. I can't protest. That's the least I deserve for my failure as an artist. Good day, messieurs. Messieurs. Messieurs? You gained a little favor with the jury. So the clock's hands were painted on. So what? Doesn't matter. The photograph still depicts Dame Catalina's absence close to the time of the murder. That's significant. Don't be dense, Monsieur Rappington. If the photograph is not completely genuine, then it cannot be considered reliable evidence. Why not? It's still a portrayal of the night's events. Because if we accept that one part of the picture was added, then we must expect the possibility that other parts were too. It's possible that Dame Catalina was painted out. Even worse, it is possible that another person was painted in. We know that the witness was trying to cover a summons, so all possibilities must be accounted for. So what are you saying, Falcon? That the housemaid paid off the photographer, or was it Signor Porto di Mao? I don't think so. The housemaid lacks a means or motive, and wouldn't make sense for Signor Porto to implicate his own daughter. Well, surely you're not suggesting that the honest and beloved Baron Rorgil deliberately tried to frame Dame Catalina? What are you doing, Geralt? What are you playing with? A pen? Is that what you're playing with? This guy. This cat. You're so weird. You're such a weirdo. The Baron is a pillar of the community. Would never do such a thing. Let your boy live his life. He's allowed to live his life pretty easily, dude. Except he has to go to the vet soon. He's got some vaccines. I'm not here to throw accusations. That's the job of you, the prosecutor. However, mayhaps I should offer my opinion. Baron, it's not time for your witness testimony yet. So you'd think, prosecutor, and yet I see my good reputation getting tarnished by your incompetence. Incompetence? Indeed. Let us proceed with witness questioning. Is that fine with you, Judge? Yes, I suppose that's fine. Very good. And I trust that the defense has no objections? No. No objections here. Fantastic. Oh, but before I forget, I pledge to speak without fear and prejudice, etc., etc. Now, prosecutor, ask me about what I witnessed over the course of the evening. Lying, gonna eat that. Yeah. Baron Rorgil, on the night of the initial dinner went magnificently. When the photographer arrived, Monsieur Grinwy left to visit the garden. Dame Catalina followed behind him moments later. Signor Portois, Monsieur Robignon, and myself were engaged in conversation, so we paid her no mind. After the photographer left, my housemaid left to go find Monsieur Grinwy and Dame Catalina. That would be when I heard her cry for help. Thank you, Baron. I think we all know the story from here. I would like to cross-examine the witness. I'm just here to uncover the truth, Baron. Very well then, hit me with your best shot. Let us establish with absolute certainty that I, Baron Rorgil, am an honest man. When was the last time you visited it? This was found in your garden. To be specific, it was found inside the fountain basin, right beside where the murder occurred. A cigar butt? That it could belong to anybody, and but naturally, after hearing the housemaid's cry for help on the evening of the murder, I rushed outside. I was shocked and disgusted by what I saw. That must have been when I dropped. Girl. I find that believable that the cigar was casually discarded, but as it happened, the cigar butt was found in the fountain's upper basin, a location that could only be accessed with great inconvenience and a little paddling. Kitty's feeling playful. He was sitting on my stack of notebooks on the edge of my desk, and he, like, tipped them off the edge and fell with them. You okay, bud? He's just sniffing my hand. A little paddling. The cigar butt was not dropped. It was deliberately hidden. There are many number of possible explanations. Are there? Because I can only think of one. That is that you, Baron Rorgil, deliberately hid your cigar butt to disguise your own illicit activities. Did I now? And what illicit activities would those be? You want me to spell it out? Fine. Let's put everything on the table. Yep. Think harder, Monsieur Rabbington. Every piece of evidence points to Baron Rorgil as the prime suspect. Do you want the means? The Baron certainly had the means. His lion's claws are as sharp as a surgeon's blade. Gutting a frog's belly would be trivial to him. Even Monsieur Robignon confessed just moments ago that he feared his claws. Ridiculous. I would never threaten a man with violence. You want a motive? The Baron had at least 10,000 francs worth of motive. By removing a business partner, the share of this railway company increased from 1/3 to 1/2. This is preposterous. And finally, the Baron had an opportunity. No, he crafted the perfect opportunity. He arranged a small banquet with a very select number of guests. He was aware of the missing silverware, and yet he served steak, a food item that necessitates good cutlery. Why? To bloody the hands of his guests, of course. Then he hired an easily influenced photographer and staged a very specific picture in order to build a perfect ally for himself. Photographing the guests in front of a handless clock to make for easy editing is quite an ingenious plan, it must be said. Prosecutor, are you just going to let this slanderous yarn go uncontested? Say something. Object. You're pitifully useless. After executing the murder, the Baron found himself still holding a single piece of incriminatory evidence, his finished cigar. He knew that leaving it at the crime scene would raise suspicion, but he didn't have time to properly dispose of it. So out of desperation, he threw it into his fountain out of sight of his guests and any snooping police. I imagine the Baron was hoping to implicate Signor Protois de Mao, since that would ensure total control over his railway company. Also, alas, Dame Catalina was the first to happen upon the crime scene, so the Baron improvised. This is an outrage. Judge, I demand that you disbar this ranting lunatic. No, there's only one outrage here. That is, that a man like yourself is able to abuse his wealth and status to frame an innocent girl for murder. You're a bourgeois of the worst kind. How dare you, garçon? The utter nerve of a lying scumbag of a lawyer to accuse a philanthropist like myself of something so heinous? I'm nothing like the fat cat bourgeois. I'm a respectable, hard-working capitalist. No, you're a ruthless man who would slaughter a dear friend just to reap a few francs. You incredulous whelp, I ought to gut you right here and now like a damned frog. Could someone please restrain the Baron? I'm on it, Your Honor. Let's go, old man, to the conciergerie with you. Don't touch me, you filthy jackdaw. I can walk myself. This is quite a turn of events. Does the prosecution have anything to add? Well, in a matter of speaking, let's be honest, no. Then I shall now confer with the members of the jury to come to a decision. I ask that the animals of the court please be patient in this time. That was incredible, Falcon. Thank you, I just hope it was enough. What do you mean? You just proved Catalina's innocence. We'll get a not guilty verdict for sure. Sparrowson, I think you misunderstood something important about the justice system. What's that? I haven't proved anything. As lawyers, we cannot deal in proofs. It's just not possible. All we can do is organize the evidence and convincingly explain what it suggests. I haven't proved Dame Catalina's innocence. All I've done is demonstrate that there's a significant possibility that she's not guilty. I'm not sure that I understand the difference. On that note, we unanimously find the defendant, Dame Catalina de Mao, to be not guilty. Not guilty. The victory music. Sherlock Featherbrain over here. Monsieur Falcon, Petit Sparrowson, you did it! Yeah, I suppose we did, didn't we? We should head back to the office so we can celebrate properly. You did it, Falcon! I can't take all the credit. This was a group achievement. I'm so proud of you both. I'll go get 1 bottle of wine and 3 of our least dirty glasses. Gross. You're amazing, Monsieur Falcon. Oh, it was nothing. Oh my god. I very much like the way you pinned the murder on the Baron. That was an act of sheer genius. Well, I didn't pin anything, Sparrowson, and I just worked on unveiling the truth given the facts of the case. Play coy. Don't tell me you're actually being sincere. I'm completely lost. Oh wow, I thought the goody-goody thing was an act, but you actually don't know. Alright, I'll spell it out for you. Oh no. Oh my god, no! No! What? Business. Oh my god. What? Oh my god. I've been betrayed. No, the lion wasn't covering for her. We just created a story that was convincing enough that the lion got arrested. Only I could have done this. I guess. I would have had to, like, fuck up as my job as a defendant. Yeah, if you could grab that knife out of my back, it's hindering my ability to feel my heart beat. Let us be reasonable, senors. I didn't get to read that. There's no misunderstanding. In the name of the king, arrest that Spaniard. Can I whip out my Spanish this time? Do we reset the clock? I feel like they did that to cause intrigue in the game. Okay. I need to use the restroom though. I'll be right back and then we'll find out what's going on with this foxy boy. Ugh. I'm like so upset that we were baited so hard. I'm trying to figure out why I have so many. I got a notification that my silver chest for Elder Scrolls Blades is ready to open. It's time to use chaos control. Run that shit back. No! I am committing to my mistakes. I wonder if there is a way to like solve that case. I wonder if it's just like if you just show your incompetence. Like if you just be a bad investigator. I am responsible. I own a house. I have to be. Open that silver chest. I'm trying to get like all these silver chests freaking queued up because I'm not using currency in the game. Microtransactions can suck my ass. I knew Falcon wouldn't feel like turning up to the office on Friday. But now it's midday on Monday and there's still no sign of him. This is becoming a little concerning. Let's go look for him. Should probably go find him. His home would be a good place to start, but the bird brain never gave me his address. I'll just have to find him the hard way. Oh my god, I was thinking the same thing, but not like in that manner. Let's just go up the list, I guess. Excuse me, monsieur, I'm looking for my friend. Do I look like a lost and found? You buzz off. Alright. Okay. No sign of Falcon here. Excuse me, Rupert. Oh, it's you, the first year dropout. Hey! I didn't drop out. I was forcibly ejected. But that doesn't matter right now. I'm looking for Falcon. Have you seen him? Falcon, the guy who somehow blundered his way through the Catalina case trial with the help of some very dubious evidence. I don't know why he'd be at Chateau Crenier. It's Sparrowson, right? That's right. I heard about the case you're involved in. I never would have thought that the Baron was a murderer. He always treated me with the utmost respect. But then I suppose it makes sense that the ruthless killers are the ones who put up the best facade. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, he was brooding in the corner of La Cagnard Joya. Mumbling and drinking. It was a little depressing, to be perfectly honest. It's just rustic. Okay. Sparrowson steps to the doors of La Cagnard Joya, the dingiest student tavern of Paris, his nostrils filled with the pungent aroma of sour wine and bitter tobacco. Well, ruffle my feathers if it isn't little Sparrowson. I haven't seen you in years. How are you doing, hon? I'm feeling pretty good, Madame Cornell. Thanks for asking. I'm actually here to find a friend. He's a big guy named JJ Falcon. Falcon? Yep, that sort of lump's been here all weekend. He's just been moaning and muttering to himself. Frankly, he's bringing the whole atmosphere down. I'll take care of him. Thanks, Madam Quinnell. No sign of him. Monsieur, I almost stepped on him. Falcon, what are you doing on the floor? Hey, Falcon, wake up! Wow, the bird's completely out cold. He must have drunk this place dry. Let's see how do you wait a drunk person. How much money do we have? 59 francs? Pour a drink on his head. Perfect. Oh, good, you're up. Are you with us, Falcon? Yeah. Feeling sober? We should probably head back to the aviary office so we can get some work done. I don't understand it, Sparrowson. Huh? I thought I did everything right. I followed all the procedures, I found all the evidence, I presented the case beautifully, and yet a guilty feline walks free while an innocent man sits in custody. What went wrong? Where's the justice? We need to try harder. We need to try harder? Try harder. I don't know if we messed up or if the system messed up or what, but we just have to do our best as lawyers, I suppose. Maybe if we work hard enough, we can stop mess-ups from happening again. Sorry, Falcon. I don't have the answers, but I do have is freshly baked croissants from Pierre's Boulangerie. Croissants? Yep, they're waiting for you back at the aviary. I'm sitting here moping about justice and you offer me croissants? Well, it's not just croissants. I got some pain au chocolat, too. I could go for some pain au chocolat? I don't know. Fantastic. Let's make a move. I can't speak French. Alright, I admit it. These croissants are amazing. I told you, Pierre's Boulangerie on Rue Verde is something else. Oh, that reminds me. The baker told me something interesting. Do you know what they call pain au chocolat in America? The learned scrub. They don't call them pain au chocolat. Pronunciation difficulties. American is a whole nother language. So what do they call them? Chocolate croissants. Where'd you come from? Hello? Chocolate croissants. What do they call profiteroles? Profiterole? Oh, I think they're still profiteroles. But rather than custard, they fill them with ice cream and smother them in melted chocolate. Simply outstanding. Is this the Aviary Attorney? Can I speak to someone, please? Yeah, chocolate. What is that in, like, SpongeBob? What do they call crepes? Excuse me! Did you just hear something? Down here. Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there. What can I do for you? Where do I start? Your name, perhaps? Mousy. My name's Mousy. And what can we do for you, Monsieur Mousy? I have this friend. He has fallen there's some legal turbulence. Legal turbulence? You mean he's been arrested? I suppose so. They're saying he's a murderer, but he didn't do it. He didn't do it. That's quite a problem. I know, but I forgot to mention he's the Prince of Spain. The Prince of Spain? And you didn't think that was worth mentioning from the start? I forgot. Must ask, Mousy, why did you come to us? I would have thought that the Spanish royal family would hire legal counsel with a little more not terribleness. Expertise. Oh, the prince has great faith in your lawyering skills, Monsieur Falcon. He said that your reputation as a lawyer was renowned. Really? The prince said that. This is a great opportunity, Falcon. Surely you wouldn't deny a request from the Prince of Spain. Of course not. We'll take the case. Grab your coat, Sparrowson. We have royalty to defend. That's the spirit. Good luck to you, messieurs. There's bones in the chocolate. What does that mean? I have other matters to attend to, but Prince Juan is being held in the conciergerie. I'm sure he'll fill you in all the details. I feel like we're just getting a reputation of being good lawyers for people who did terrible things. Oh, it's you two again. Hey, nice work on Lady Kitten's trial. Baron Rogier is pacing around a cell right now, ranting about wringing your neck. Yeah, I'm not surprised. He's super mad, but hey, criminal's a criminal, right? The lion didn't want a death sentence. He probably shouldn't have killed a guy. Oh, you're not here to defend him, are you? Because that would be hilarious. We're actually here to see Prince Juan Querido, heir to the throne of Spain. A mouthy fox, huh? That guy's driving me nuts with his señores and his flamboyant attitude. I say the sooner he hangs, the better. Well, come on then, while we're young. The Prince of Spain, I presume? Indeed, I am Juan Querido, heir to this throne of España, and you must be the legendary lawyer, Senor J.J. Falcon. Well, I wouldn't say legendary. I wouldn't even say notable. Such humility. I would expect nothing less from the renowned individuals such as yourself. Juan? Yeah. But let us get down to business. I trust that my compañero, Mousy, explained the situation. He told us that you have been accused of murder, but we need some further details before we can start our investigation. Oh, of course. What is it that you wanted to know? Tell us about the murder. To be honest, Prince Juan, I'm a little confused as to how a member of the royalty could get in so much trouble. Could you walk us through your activities on the day of the murder? Of course. Let me see. Where to begin? It was cold and misty morning of the 6th of January, and I had heard that King Louis Philippe was unveiling a new painting at the Palais du Louvre, and I wished to meet the man himself. So after a brief stroll and a picnic in Tuileries Garden, I entered the palace. I found the royal entourage in the Louvre's Grand Gallery. When I saw an opportunity, I presented a humble gift to the king. A rose, an international symbol of passion and virtue. How romantic. But before the king could take it, a rather rude person snatched it from my fingers. It was a royal guard, a dog by the name of Major Howell. Ouch! Cried out Major Howell. I've pricked myself upon the thorns of this dastardly flower. And then the major slumped to the floor, his face turned blue, his mouth frothed, and he died. He died straight away after being pricked? Straight away, senor. It's obvious that the pricked finger was the cause of death, but I don't know if any poison acts that fast. You don't trust anyone anymore? Same. Nor do I, Senor Falcon. But clearly the police felt that poison upon the rose's thorn was only logical explanation. And with so many witnesses, even the king himself, what could I say to defend myself? So where did this rose come from? No dancing. I can always trust you. I have so many notifications. Get out of here. I need to keep the one that reminds me to feed my fish, though. You're the good one. I acquired it from a beautiful Parisian flower seller at Les High Markets. A girl by the name of Catherine Maurice. But surely you're not suggesting the flower girl applied the poison herself, Senora Falcon. Well, I'm not making any accusations yet. I'm just planning to explore every line of inquiry. The fuck is this? Aviary Attorney. It's great. Trash, but the good kind. Thank you. Poisoned rose has been added to your evidence folder. Did you want to ask something else, Senor Falcon? Why are you in Paris? Why'd you come to Paris, Prince Juan? I'll take good kind of trash. There's a lot of good games that are like, what the fuck is this? I was on a diplomatic mission. I do not know whether you're familiar with current events, but you may have heard that my country is in a state of turmoil. Contenders for the Spanish throne are slandering, plotting, backstabbing. It's chaos and the people are suffering. So I thought, if I can befriend some French royalty, perhaps even the king himself, maybe I can strengthen my family's name. He is a fox. I have to... Okay, give me a sec. Let me take a look. Oh, God. I feel like this is the kind of thing I'd have to, like, record and do as a YouTube series. With the Querido dynasty restored, I would have a chance at bringing peace to my beautiful nation. It's totally loud on Twitch. Oh, boy. Well, I guess that plan's gone out the window. Sparrowson, don't be rude. No, he is right. I failed terribly. Don't fret, Prince Juan. We'll do everything in our power to clear your name. Maybe once the dust has settled, you will have another opportunity to speak with King Louis Philippe and complete your mission. Thank you, Senor Falcon. I'm sure you'll do your best. You checked the banned games list. Wait, what? Wait, 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 wait. No, there actually wasn't. There's no explicit content, unfortunately. Wow. Was there anything else you wanted to ask? What were you reading? What were you reading before we were so rudely interrupted? This book, it is a Spanish classic, Don Quixote of La Mancha. Do you know it? Wait, what? Dancing's comment, was there a severed penis in one of the pictures? I scrolled through it really fast, so I didn't see it. Oh my god. Oh my god! I know which one you're talking about now, Dancing. You're sitting far back from your monitor. I wish I was sitting further back. I have read Don Quixote, actually. He is crazy. It's a strange story. I don't know whether I'm supposed to be laughing or crying over the hero's misadventures. Indeed, it's easy to read the book as comedy, but when I look around, I can't help but see all the people who think of themselves as knights. I have no idea what you two are prattling on about. Not a book lover, Senor Sparrowson? I dabble. It's just most of my reading material tends to be on the lighter side, nice and pulpy. You know what else is crazy? Dante? Oh my god. I see. Well, how about this, Senor Sparrowson? I will lend you this book. Maybe you'll have a chance to read it, and then you'll be able to join in on our conversation. Thank you. I'll keep it in my bathroom. For toilet reading material, of course. El ingenioso hidalgo con Don Quixote de la Mancha has been added to your evidence folder. Is there anything else you wanted to know? No, I think that's everything. Thank you. What's the plan, Big Bird? Well, we have 2 lines of inquiry. We should head to the scene of the crime, the Palais du Louvre, and see if we can find any clues or witnesses. We should interview the flower girl in the High Market to see if she has anything to say about this alleged poisoned rose. 2 tasks spread over 6 days? That sounds almost too easy. Let's not get complacent. Good luck, senores. I'm just trying to pronounce everything properly. Wait a minute, Falcon. What is it? Did something seem off about Prince Swan to you? He seemed off. Picked up on it too. It's like the fox was hiding something. Sounds like we're on the same page. Well, look, if this is bothering you, then we can always ask around. Maybe someone in the city knows Swan's dirty secret, if he actually has anything to hide, that is. Yeah, let's dig up the dirt. We've still got a trial to prepare for. Priorities, Sparrowson. Okay, so... Spanish accents are tough, though. I can speak Spanish properly. Like, when I can read Spanish. Like, Kerbite always makes fun of me, because we go to, like, local Spanish restaurants, and I will speak in normal-ass Midwestern American English. And then when I have to, like, order my food, it's like, I'll be like, oh, yeah, today I'll have the chile colorado. And he's like, then you just switch to a fucking Mexican accent. Hondísimo. Because I've been taking Spanish. I took Spanish from 1st grade through high school. But I never got fluent. But I can read Spanish really well. Anyway. So we got 3 places where we have to spend a whole day there. And we got 6 whole days. I guess we start from the bottom up. Need to pick me up? Oh, no. Well, we could go there. Or do we just want to start... Let's start with, like, preparing for the trial. And we got 6 days. Okay, we'll just do this. This is fine. I thought you were done with your mopey drinking. I'm not here to drink, or mope for that matter. Taverns are a fantastic hub of information. We get to learn, if we wish to learn more about this Prince Juan, then this would be the ideal place to start asking questions. And that's pretty good thinking. Oh, you 2 are back. Are you feeling any better, Falcon? Much better. Thank you for asking, Madame Cornell. Right now, we ask questions and get evidence. So we're trying to gather evidence to put into our evidence box and meet people to put in our Facebook. It's literally called the Facebook. So, and we have money in our wallet. It's great to hear, hon. Will it be the usual? No, I'm back to investigative work today, so we've got to keep sharp. We want to know if you've seen a Prince of Spain around here recently. Whose face are we missing? Probably a ton of people's, dude. A Prince of Spain? I don't know if you noticed, hon, but this isn't exactly the classiest pub in Paris. Unlucky to serve the occasional bourgeois, you can forget about seeing a member of royalty. That's a pity. Maybe I should ask some of your patrons. Feel free. The old regulars, Rufus and Paolo, are playing cards in the attic, same as always, but we'll get all sorts of colorful characters in the drinking room. But if you rattle enough cages, you find someone who knows whatever it is you want to know. Thank you, madam. Let's see where to start. Guess we'll just go up the building. So there I was in the grasslands 10 kilometers downriver, rifle in hand. I had been pursuing this set of footprints for an hour. I was getting closer and closer. I could always smell the beast. Then I spotted it. It was a boar, a big, stupid boar, completely oblivious to my existence. I readied my gun. I carefully took aim, and then BAM! You shot it? No. It was the most peculiar thing. The boar slumped over dead right before I could take the shot. Sounds like one of them heart attacks. My nan went the same way. That's what I thought, but when I went to take a closer look, I noticed the boar was frothing at the mouth. Whoa, it was rabid? Possible, but I don't think so. I remembered reading something about frothing at the mouth around the mouth being a symptom of poisoning. Needless to say, I left the animal alone. Good call. Who wants to deal with tainted meat? Guys. Where's the dead man? No, Major Howell, who was killed in the Louvre. Didn't Juan say that when Major Howell died, he went blue? Excuse me, Monsieur. Yes, can I help you? You say the beast you were tracking might have died from poisoning. Could you give us some further details? Well, what do you think caused it? I would have guessed it ate something bad. I saw some of that poisonous plant around. Wolf's Bane, I think they call it. But really, I have no idea. I'm a hunter, not a vet. Excuse me. Excuse me, Monsieur. What is it? I don't suppose you've seen Juan Carrido around here. He's Spanish royalty. Just so everyone's aware. Because in my head, I think this is funny. The verb querer in Spanish is to want, unless it's in a specific tense, in which it can also mean to love. So it's like, he's Juan Desire. Just to point that out for everyone. He's Spanish royalty. Foxy fellow, swanky hat, calls everyone senor. Yeah, exactly. That doesn't sound familiar. Do you recall seeing anyone like that, Piero? Ain't got a clue. Sorry, messieurs. You're barking up the wrong tree. Well, what can you tell us about the Spanish royal family? Do we look like walking encyclopedias or something? I'm afraid my compadre has a point. If you want to talk about hunting, then I'm your man. But Spanish royalty? That sounds like a question to be answered at the library, monsieur, not a tavern. No, I'm pretty sure he is. He's the prince. I think they're just stupid. Come on, Pill. Just one game of Jacques Noir. Did I miss something where they said he's not a prince? Absolutely not. My wallet's hurting enough as it is. Please, I'll even the deal this time. The answer is no, Rufus. I'm skint. If you want to play cards, you will have to ask someone else. Fine, I'll ask that big fellow. Excuse me, Monsieur. They might just not know. Would you care to play Jacques Noir? Do we play? I'm on the fence about it. Do it. Very well then. Do you know how to play? Nope. I'm only familiar with Seagull and Tapped Rock. I have a deck of cards with values between 1 and 11. Ideally 1 card at a time. If you hit 21, you win. I give you 5 francs. Oh, it's blackjack. I didn't know it was blackjack. we hit. Is even if we get an 11. Did it? I've played this before. Well played, Monsieur. Here's your payout. Ooh. Now I'm done. He doesn't want to talk to me unless I guess so. Maybe. We could play more, I guess. You can play blackjack fairly safely. £5 per game. We're safe no matter what, so if we hit... Ooh. Stand. A little nervous. No! You think so? Ah! Instant. Seriously? Oh my god. One more. Hold that L? I already clicked one more. I win! I don't think we can get him to say anything. I think this is just a place to get money. I think we need to investigate. He'll talk eventually. We can come back. We have 6 days. I want to actually investigate though. Wait. They did say that we should go to the library if we have questions about the royal... Let's do that. You don't have a problem? Gambling problem? Not quite. I'm following the hunting beagle's advice. Don't eat poisoned pork. The other piece of advice. That if we want to learn about a member of royalty, we should hit the library. Readings for squares. I enjoy modern works. Of our current socio-political climate. Wow, that's quite an insightful review. Wait a minute. You memorized that single sentence to sound well read, didn't you? His name was Nathan? 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 Let's start with the Spanish monarchy. You seem like a scholarly, well-read individual. I'm sure you're up to date on geopolitical news and the like. I don't need your praise. Spit out whatever imbecilic question is in the back of your throat. Oh, well, we understand the Spanish throne is currently under dispute. Can you give us a brief rundown on who the contenders are? Wow, this guy. The current reigning monarch of Spain is Queen Regna Isabella II of the House of Bourbon, daughter of King Ferdinand VII. Upon her death, the crown would likely fall to her husband, King Consort Francis, Duke of Cadiz, although it is certainly possible that an immediate family member could stake a claim. However, the queen's position is currently being disputed by the Carlists, headed by the Count of Montmollin. A prince? Juan Querido? Is that what you said? Monsieur, I think you've been misinformed. There's no current prince of Spain. I'm not even sure Querido is a real name. It is certainly no line of Spanish monarchy. What can you tell us about this book? Don Quixote of La Mancha? It's a classic. Everyone has read it. Everyone, but for those who haven't. I'm not going to sit here and summarize a great work of literature for two imbeciles who are too lazy to read. Nor would I expect you to, Monsieur, but what can you tell us about the physical book itself? This particular book didn't come from any library, if that's what you're asking. See, there's no library stamp or card. I assume it was acquired from a bookshop, a French bookshop, if the French translation and publishing information wasn't a giveaway. I see. Thank you. Do you have any other questions, or can I get back to work? That's all. Okay. We're getting to a point. Let's actually take a break from being suspicious of our boy and investigate the actual crime, maybe. And then we'll bring everything we've learned to him, including our knowledge of that he's a liar. And the evidence we found that is for the fact that he murdered the guy or not. So, legs. The pair arrive. Oh, good thing we went to the library first, because if we go to the market and there's a bookshop, we might find where he bought Don Quixote. The pair arrive at Les Hayes Market. Vendors and buskers, performers and thieves, bourgeois and peasants all bustle from place to place. Prince Swan said that he met a flower girl here. Signy? I think he said her name was. There's a swan with flowers over there. Do you think that's her? I think so. It's possible that she knows the murderer, or even that she is the murderer herself. So we should probably act with tact and finesse. Excuse me, Mademoiselle Flower Lady. We would like a word. Tact, spirits in it. Tact. We've been over this. Good day, messieurs. Are you interested in purchasing a flower? Yes, I wish to purchase a rose from a lady. I'm afraid that I'm out of roses. I sold my last one a week ago. Perhaps you'd be satisfied with chrysanthemum instead. It's a beautiful flower from a fair maiden. Please don't mind Sparrowson. He fell out of his nest as a baby and has said dumb things ever since. Hey! Let me introduce myself. I am J.J. Falcon, defense attorney. Are you Mademoiselle Signy? Chrysanthemum? Chrysanthemum? I don't know how to pronounce that. Catherine Marie Signy. I suppose you're here to ask chrysanthemum? That's how I think they pronounce it around here. I don't know. How did you know? Bruh. I don't know, dude. I know that a rose I sold was used as the murder weapon. Here. This is gonna annoy me.
Chrysanthemum.
Chrysanthemum. Chrysanthemum. I read a lot of books. My problem is no one read them to me. Reading books doesn't mean you can pronounce words. It just means you know what the word is. I spent way too much of my life mispronouncing barracks because of it. Business is slow. Please ask away. Exactly. Who bought your last rose? Mademoiselle, you mentioned that you sold your last rose a week ago. Who did you sell it to? The person who bought the rose. I didn't catch his name, but he was a charming red fox. Sounds like our Juan. I met him around a week ago on the 6th. We talked for a while about the usual things, you know, like how everyone seems to be in debt these days. Then he bought a rose and left. I hear that the fox is on trial, but to be honest, Monsieur, I don't think he's guilty. Oh, why's that? Well, actually, never mind. It's just a gut feeling. Mademoiselle, it just so happens that we're defending this particular fox in the court d'assises. If you have something to say that could prove his innocence, now would be the time to let us know. I'm sorry, Messieurs, I can't. Wait! What? Wow. Well, that sucked a little bit. Guess we go to Louvre next. I think this is day 4. Falcon and Sparrowson make their way to the Place du Carrousel, the courtyard just north of the Louvre's Grand Gallery. That's the Arc de Triomphe over there, right? I swear it's smaller than how I remember it. That's the Arc de Triomphe du Carrousel, you doofus. The big Arc de Triomphe is up the road. No way, why are there 2? Because a man like Napoleon invades half of Europe, he gets to build as many triumphal arches as he damn well pleases. Use chaos control and reset the clock. Use the emerald next to your name. Wow. Well. I never expect to see you here, JJ. Cocorico? That arrogant voice. Good day, Severin. Let's be civil, JJ. Why don't you introduce me to your new assistant? Fine. Severin, this is Sparrowson, my assistant. Sparrowson, this is Severin Cocorico, the most pompous prosecutor in Paris. Oh, are you 2 old school friends or something? More like arch rivals. Please, JJ, I think arch rival implies some sort of competition. As I recall, we met in court on 5 occasions, and on 5 occasions, did you get humiliated terribly? Actually, Severin, business has never been better. I'll have you know that I'm currently employed by the Prince of Spain, no less. Oh, God. I am the prosecutor for the very same place. You like him, but hate him. I get that. It is pity that the Spanish prince will indubitably hang, but I suppose that's what he gets for hiring a bird brain to represent him. Don't call me bird brain, you're the only bird brain here, Severin. One always speaks badly when one has nothing to say. Voltaire. It's one thing to quote someone, it's another to say the person who you're quoting after as if you're writing an article. What? It's giving you the verbal smackdown. Quick, Falcon, make a witty retort. Huh? Oh yeah, A witty saying proves nothing. Voltaire. Whoa! You missed the obvious pun, ass blaster. But enough talk. If you messieurs would excuse me, I have a case to prepare for. JJ, Sparrowson, I'll see you 2 in court. Ugh, I can't stand that guy. He did seem like a bit of a cockerel, but is it true what he said? You know that he trounced you in court 5 times? I can't deny. Severin has a reputation as a ruthlessly thorough and prosecutor. Mountains of evidence, surprise witnesses. It's no wonder he always manages to one-up me. But this time will be different, right? I hope so. I know so, for you see, I stole this annotated map of the Louvre out of Cocorico's pocket when he was busy rattling off Voltaire quotes. Sparrowson, that's pretty impressive. I swear you were standing 3 meters away the whole time. You tall birds are so busy with their heads in the cloud that you don't ever notice the small folk running around at your feet. Pinching Cocorico's pocket was like taking candy from a very tall baby. Sticky fingers over here. Let's take a closer look. I see, this map shows the entire Louvre area, everything from Tuileries to the Rue des Louvres. Most convenient. We're currently standing here in the Place du Carrousel. And these pendant arrows seem to show the route taken by the king's entourage, which means the king first went here through Salle du Tibre, and then here into the Grand Galerie. Sorry, I don't know why I keep pronouncing it that way. Where the murder occurred. Didn't Prince Juan that he said that he spent the morning in the Tuileries Gardens? That's right. So Prince Juan approached the Louvre from the west side, somewhere over here. Sounds like we have a lot of places to visit. Where should we go first? It makes sense for us to start in the carousel and do these, and then go over here, just by the fact that we are in this area already. Are we all done here? No. Okay, so this is how we leave. So let's start here and then go to the left. So this is the Salle du Tibre. If I understand Cocorico's notes correctly, this is the room the king and his entourage stopped in before heading to the Grand Galerie. This room doesn't seem to be very popular. I don't see anybody around to interrogate. Interview. Right, interview. Well, since it's quiet, maybe we should take the opportunity to do a little snooping. What would be the point? Surely all the interesting evidence would be in the Grand Galerie, where the murder took place. Think about it, Falcon. The police would have already gone over the Grand Galerie with a fine-tooth comb, but I bet the numbskull Inspector Volerti didn't even think to check this room for clues. There might be a murder weapon just under our beaks. Your logic seems a little questionable, but it couldn't hurt to have a look, I suppose. I like the examination stuff. I think this is fun. Is this just like looking at the whole pole? Okay, we're gonna go left to right. So. A shiny copper urn. I guess it was used for carrying water, or for cremated remains. Probably not both at the same time. It smells good. Don't sniff the exhibit, Sparrowson. No, really, this urn smells amazing. It's almost chocolatey. You poor thing, you're hallucinating from hunger. Would you like to stop by a bakery on our way back to the office? Don't patronize me, Falcon. My nose never lies. I'm telling you, there's something in here. I can feel it. Now you're touching the exhibit? That's definitely a no-no. See? Look what I found in the urn. Put that down. Dogs can't eat chocolate. And Major Hound is the guy who died. Major Howell. Where is he? Major Howell. He was probably poisoned by chocolate. Put that down, Sparrowson. It's someone's old rubbish. No, look, it's a chocolate wrapper. Judging by the smell, the chocolate was bitter and dark. 70, perhaps 80% cocoa? Belgian in origin. The leather wrapper crumbling and the firmness of the chocolate residue indicate that this was discarded just a few days ago. Yes, I'm certain the chocolate contained in this wrapper was undoubtedly consumed on the 7th of January, the day of the murder. Mon Dieu, Sparrowson, you deduced all that from smelling the wrapper? Imagine what I could work out if I tasted it. That won't be necessary. Sparrowson, if you could apply this level of critical thinking to areas outside of food, you would be the world's greatest detective. If only all evidence were edible. So do you have any idea which shop this chocolate was purchased from? That might help us track down the person who consumed it. No, there's no possible way we could know that. I suppose we'll just have to visit every confectioner in town and sample every bit of merchandise for comparison. What a chore. Interesting, because I can see Lander Hagelschak's Chocolate Emporium written on the wrapper. Well, you can't blame a bird for trying. Oh god, there's another place we're gonna have to go. I'm not sure what this is. Some sort of standard podium? Maybe it's just a decorative piece. It's a Roman doorstop. Roman doors were enormous marble slabs, so the doorstops had to be similarly large in order to stay in place. I don't think that's right. My uncle's a Roman historian, trust me. These columns have been designed to look Roman. I think the style is Ionic. It's not Ionic, Falcon. Irony is when a character says something, but the reader knows it means something completely different. That's not... Never mind. Who is this genius murderer? I would like to know that. I hope it's the chicken. I see a cabinet full of engraved plates, mostly bronze. How much do you think they're worth? I don't know. 300 francs a piece at least? What? Are you serious? I'm in the wrong profession. I don't think archaeology works as a get-rich-quick scheme, Sparrowson. Who said anything about archaeology? I'm going to become a museum robber. Oh, well, that's one way to get rich quick. This is some sort of ceremonial container. It's beautifully crafted, but what did it contain? Maybe it's an arcane wine cabinet. Don't be so ignorant, Falcon. This is a sacred Mesopotamian artifact gifted to Emperor Hadrian for his victory at Euphrates in 123 AD. Stop making stuff up. You and I both know nothing about Mesopotamia. All right, you got me. This could be a hippo's chamber pot for all I know. Sporting column. It's holding the roof up. If the column were truly sportive, it wouldn't hold the roof up. It would encourage the roof to get to its location on time. Did we see everything? I can't believe the first thing we picked up was actually worth doing anything with. We're done here, for now at least. Can't spend all day staring at Roman artifacts, I suppose, so where to next? Grand Gallery. So here we are, the Grand Gallery, the murder room. I believe the murder occurred right under the new painting. I see hundreds of paintings. Which is the new one? I haven't the foggiest. We'll have to ask someone. Please don't talk to me. Please don't talk to me. Excuse me, Monsieur. You look like you know your Mona Lisas from your Last Supper. Oh, God. Alright. I don't want any attention. Maybe he isn't talking to me. Nope, he's definitely talking to me. Keep it together, Eric. Oh, would you happen to know which painting was unveiled on the 7th of January? The one the king came to visit? Oh, yeah, I can help you with that. It's the piece right behind you. Oh, I see. It's a painting of the king himself. That's one noble-looking penguin. What do you think of it, Falcon? Kill Falcon? No. What do I think? I'm no art critic, but it's subtle and nuanced. Careful brushstrokes, the pre-Raphaelite soft tones, and the subliminal uses of light. It is a contrasted, nuanced work. It's an evocative painting that alludes to a forgotten era. You settled a lot of words, but I'm not sure if I'm any closer to knowing your opinion. I'm getting the impression that you Mazurs aren't regulars at art galleries. Nope. We're a pair of Philistines. Speak for yourself, Falcon. I've never been to the Middle East. Then I'm guessing you're here to investigate the king's assassination attempt. That's right. We were actually hoping we could ask you a couple questions about what you saw. I wasn't even in Paris when the murder took place. I didn't see anything, but, I have a friend who might be able to help you out. What's this? R&M Associates, the home of the Renard Vulpes? Private investigator. Thank you, but I don't normally deal with this gray area of the law types. No, please, give the guy a chance. He helped me out of a bind before, and I'm sure he could do the same for you. Well, I'm not making any promises, but I'll keep hold of the card. We appreciate the help in any case. It's no trouble. We're literally running out of places to go. Or, like, days to go. Like, no problem, dude. Geralt! You wanna come? Ask Lester likes you more than he likes me. Come here. Facts. He does not want to be near me at all. I tried. Lincoln, do you want to be on here? Come here. This is my other buddy. His name is Lincoln. Oh. He's a cute boy. He's also fat. Right. They're from the same litter and everything. He wants to go too. The only reason they're in here is because they want food. And this is where I keep their food bin. His name is Lincoln, not Garfield. I did have a cat named Garfield that he's probably descended from, though. Our feather-headed friends wander through the immaculately maintained Tuileries gardens. Feed them? They don't need to be fed because we have like an automatic feeder that feeds them 4 times a day. And we split like their portion between the 4 times a day. And we just fill the feeder at this time of night. And we give them a little bit of like extra food. So they don't like come at the like bowl while we're feeding it. So they get plenty of food. It's not like they're waiting for their dish to be refilled. They'll get more at 11 when it turns. Nothing seems out of the ordinary until they spot a familiar face picking up litter by a tree line. Hey Falcon, doesn't that groundskeeper over there look familiar? Yeah, now that I'm looking at him, he does look a lot like that photographer. What's his name? Robinho. Yeah, it's really nice. And they also have like a water fountain that like churns the water and like spits it out the top back into the bowl. Because my cats are picky and like drinking moving water. Lincoln, the orange one you just saw, will literally only drink the stream as it's falling. He will not drink out of the bowl bit. I don't understand. Did someone call me? Oh, it's you. The lawyers who don't appreciate a masterful photograph when they see it. It's good to see that you gave up on your artsy dreams to pursue the more grounded careers of groundskeeping. I'm not doing this willingly. I was given community service for committing perjury. Can you believe that? They gave me an esteemed photographer community service. Me! Your uncle had a cat that drank from the faucet. Lincoln will do that also. I can believe that. Oh, guys. I got one of my birthday gifts. You can't see it very well. From my mother-in-law. It's a Pusheen cup. No one probably cares. But it's really cute. A Pusheen. I mean, I would have taken a poutine cup too. I love Pusheen. I'm subscribed to the Pusheen box. So every month I get like Pusheen gear. Not every month. Every quarter I get Pusheen gear. It's a good time. A Punani? I don't... You should be thankful that you got off without jail time. You sound just like the self-righteous judge, Maxime. So did you two want to ask me something, or are you just here to gawp? Personally, I'm just gawping. Actually, I do have a couple questions if you don't mind, Monsieur Robinho. Have you met a Prince Juan? Your wife got you a little push of a mad Pusheen in a Christmas sweater? Oh, okay. Let me get through this case, and then we will look at my bookshelf. I'll just bring down my, like, Pusheen plushes that are, like, you can't get them unless you're subscribed to the Pusheen box. It's ridiculous. And I have a cabinet of, like, Pusheen vinyl figures. I have a lot. I have a Pusheen shower, bathrobe. That's the word. It's so much stuff. I've been subscribed to it for like more than 2 years. It's, yes, a pooling bathrobe. A Spanish fox? No, I've never met anyone like that. If this is about the assassination attempt on the king, then you're asking the wrong person. I only started working here today. I see. Was there anything else you wanted? How's the groundskeeping going? So how's the new groundskeeping job going? Terrible. Tourists are pigs. Sometimes, literally. Look at all this rubbish I found. Puer bottles, tin cans, apple cores. And look what I picked up by the west entrance. A book page. A whole book I could understand, but a single page? What kind of blithering moron loses just one page? Wait a moment. May I take a look at that, monsieur? Don Quixote. That's a page from Don Quixote. May I take it off your hands? Sure, what's wrong? What's worth it to you? My phone thought I asked it a question. I saw one when I visited New Orleans for a mission trip. We were on Bourbon Street at the wrong time of day. It was 8th grade. The wrong time of day. I just don't feel like getting him out of his... How many chicken does it... Find them in your driveway once a week. Oh, wow. That's okay. Have we been everywhere then? Okay. Yeah, we've been everywhere then. I guess so. Oh, we should definitely see what this cinematic scene is. Storm is brewing, my brother. Word of the royal assassination attempt has spread. The proletariats grow confident. The bourgeoisie are cowering. It won't be long before we have rioting. And then a revolution. Okay, so we got that. So we got Chocolate Emporium. Oh, dude, the R&M doesn't take any time. I don't remember how many days we have left. Let's go to R&M. I think before we had this as an option, we would have had an extra day. So let's go to R&M, go to Chocolate Emporium, and then we visit our Foxy friend. I think we have 2 days. We can go over it. We can review it. Ooh, customers. Hello? Is this the office of Renard Woops? You thought it was 2 yesterday? I think it's you two. Mousy, what are you doing here? This is where I work. I see. Well, then can we speak to him? This is sketch. Okay. He's a private investigator. What happens if I go here? I'm just curious. Okay, so we started here, and then we went here, and then we went here, then we went here. No, we went to this then, at some point. Shit. Do we think it's more important to go to the Chocolate Emporium to find out more about the chocolate we found in the thing? Probably. Because I'm pretty sure he's just a private investigator. I think we should get more information in general. Well, are you thinking that if we go to the library to find out more about the book page? Because that doesn't take a day. Only the symbols with only the places with a clock next to it take a full day. So we could go to the library. Okay. Okay, we can't do anything. So I guess Chocolate Emporium? I know what you're thinking, and that was a good thought. Well, we just were at the Louvre, so I don't think that's where we want to go. This is the bar, and no one wanted to talk to us anymore. That's just where we can, like, gamble. And this is where we can talk to our client. So I think our options are go to the Chocolate Emporium and get more information about the chocolate wrapper that we found as evidence inside that vase, where the, like, people are actually coming from. And, okay. That's where I was leaning. Welcome to Lander Hagelslach's Chocolate Emporium, the finest Belgian chocolate and shop in all of Paris. I am Lander Hagelslach, the founder and owner of this establishment. And I'm JJ Falcon, defense attorney. Good day, monsieur. Oh, lawyers. Very fancy. I must say that I once dreamed of being a lawyer, but well, circumstances wouldn't allow it. It's a funny story. You see, when I was a young boy, I befriended the son of Hungarian attorney. Falcon, you have to help me. What is it? It's a smell, Falcon. It's overpowering me. It's demanding I lay waste to the shop. For pity's sake, restrain yourself, Sparrowson. Oh, but I'm rambling, aren't I? So are you Miss Sewers here to buy some chocolate? Yes! No. We're actually here on business, Monsieur. Business. First things first. We believe that the chocolate wrapper originated from your shop. Are we correct? Oh yes, that is indeed the trademarked Hagelslach wrapper for genuine Belgian Hagelslach chocolate. This was certainly bought from this very establishment. Very good. With that established, there's something else we wish to ask Monsieur Haguslak. Can you tell us who bought the chocolate that was contained in this wrapper? I'm afraid not, Mizu. Is that just because of matters of confidentiality? Although it is a factory, you understand, but because I couldn't possibly know that. I thought elephants never forget. What's in his nose? I think it's a cigar. My memory is impeccable, Monsieur, but you must understand that I have dozens of customers a day. There are hundreds of people who could potentially bought this particular item. So your memory's good, but you need further information. If we were to give you the description and name of a person, would you be able to tell us whether they purchased something from you? Oh, that I could probably do, Monsieur. Let me think. Who to ask about? I mean, the obvious is to ask about Han Querido. Have you ever served Han Querido, the Prince of Spain? No, Monsieur. Let's ask about Major Howell. This guy seemed a little weird too. Wait, she seems suspicious. Oh shit. We might be SOL, guys. The only place we have left really is Le Connoisseur. So I guess we go to the prison. Right? Yeah, I don't think I can. Not from this screen. Yeah. Let me try to go to a place that doesn't have a clock face and just see if we can get to it. Okay. There's two people we haven't met yet. This guy also seemed kind of weird. I can call him an ass when I'm being literal. There's two people we haven't met. Okay. Should we just go to the prison? Oh, maybe. We haven't seen them. Yeah, I'm a little worried about it. I'm a little worried because we haven't, like, figured it out. Should we talk to our guy and get him to maybe, like, tell us, like, why he was there? Because we know he's not the prince. Yeah. I don't think going back to the bar is going to do anything. And I think we asked the porcupine guy all the questions we could. So I think we could maybe get leads if we asked the guy, because he's clearly a private investigator, so maybe he could tell us what he had been investigating. I don't think we have... I think this might be our last day. Unfortunately, though. No, no. The mouse said that her associate was out of town and like had a really lame excuse for it. And I think the guy or our client is the private investigator. Like the other one. And for some reason he's trying to like maintain cover. Yeah, I think he's Juan. Because Juan is definitely not the prince. We know that much. Gonna turn in for the night? No problem, dude. You're gonna catch the VOD. I can wait, too. We don't have to go over my Pusheen stuff if that's something that only you and I are interested in. My gut says we should go and talk to Juan. Maybe he can shed some light on it. I'm gonna go for it. Yeah, you wanna watch it live? Yeah, we can wait, dude. What? Learn how to bluff. Your suspicions are well placed. Juan Querido is not my real name. I'm not a Spanish prince. I was just a persona concocted for the purpose of getting arrested. So what is your real name? What's a name? It's just an empty label, a vapid reflection of who we really are. Have a good night, dancing. He definitely has the thickest accent possible. Today I'm Juan Querido, the Prince of Spain. Tomorrow I may be Bruno Raya, pauper living under a bridge of the Seine. But that doesn't change who I am or what I do. And that didn't really answer my question. No, I suppose it didn't, but you're a smart bird. I suspect that you already know my real name. Very astute. And you are Monsieur Falcon, private defense attorney. That wasn't always your name, was it, Monsieur Falcon? Just like me, you know how to adopt a new persona on a whim. You changed your name, Falcon? I didn't know that. This isn't about me. Juan, Renard, Monsieur, we're trying to uncover the truth here, of course. So what truth is it that you're attempting to uncover? Why would you want to get arrested? There was a girl, a mademoiselle, who was in a great deal of debt. Everyone has a debt these days, Monsieur. Indeed, but this particular mademoiselle was indebted to a very powerful man, and that man wished to collect. Mademoiselle had no pains of paying, so the man offered her a deal. Murder this man, and I will forget what you are owed. Refuse, and I will reap what I am owed from your parents. With no alternative options, the mademoiselle accepted. But another man, a gallant knight with foolish, archaic notions of chivalry, heard the mademoiselle's story. The knight knew that murder was inevitable, but he saw a way to take the fall in the mademoiselle's place. Do you understand what I'm saying, Monsieur? Maybe we should have gone to him first. Please don't be trial day. Give me more time! Oh shit. We have to go to the trial. Fuck. Yes. Buena suerte, Señor Falcon. Oh, man. We gotta go back. I feel like we did everything the game wanted us to do for the first one. I actually don't feel bad about that one. thought this trial would be the perfect opportunity for you to redeem your previous embarrassments. But if we didn't find out about the rapper, I know. I know, I tried, but it wouldn't let me. To me, or does the primary judge look hairier today? That's a different judge, the one who presided over Dame Catalina's trial, you doofus. Oh. A little. Excuse me, Your Honor. I was under the impression that Judge Maxime would be presiding over this case. Where is he? Judge Maxime has gone on temporary sick leave due to a terrible accident with a flight of stairs. Five minutes? What happened to him since we talked to him? I swear to speak with hatred and without fear, to tell the truth and nothing but the truth. My name is Inspector Just Valerti. I'm a servant of the law, escort to the gutter rats. That will do. We've all heard your monologue before. Well, Cocorico really is going for a speed record. Now, can you tell us what you witnessed on the morning of the 7th of January? Of course. At 10 o'clock in the morning, I was called to the Louvre's Grand Gallery by one of the King's Royal Guards. Did you just say o'clock? There I saw Prince Juan, King Louis Philippe, the corpse of Major Howell with a rose in hand, and around 24 citizens. The citizens and the king himself all attest to seeing Major Howell taking the rose from Prince Juan's hand and then promptly dropping dead. And what did the morgue uncover upon examination of the corpse? The coroner determined with absolute certainty that Major Howell died of poisoning. Aside from a prick upon the finger, there was no sign of external harm to Major Howell's body. Therefore, the poisoned rose must have been the cause of death. Putting the pieces together, it does seem very implicative of the prince. I have no further questions. Damn, I was hoping that the coroner's report would be determined that the guy died from a freak heart attack or something. That'd make for a particularly speedy trial, wouldn't it? But no, we weren't so lucky. Something must be amiss in the old bird's testimony. Right, I'll tear it apart. Oh, man. 10 o'clock. Yeah. I wish I had, like, notes on timeline and stuff. This seems weird. Why would the king be surrounded by so many citizens? Wait, what? Yeah, I know that. I'm trying to figure out how to spin that information. We don't have a lot of evidence. I feel like we were supposed to find out that this rose is actually not a rose. Can we call in that one guy? No. I think we might have fucked it. Whoa! I was thinking if we could, like, I don't know. This does not look good. Oh, about him? I can go in there. We still have the option to. Yeah, I know. I feel like... I don't know. I don't know how I was supposed to choose the right direction. Or, like, right order of, like, questioning. Do we ask about 10 o'clock and be like, why the fuck would you say something so stupid? Yeah, oh. 10 o'clock. Sorry. It was about the time. I'm just gonna, I don't even know. What? Oh! Oh! If the rose is poisoned, then the prince dies, but that's okay because the punishment. Oh my god. Oh! Oh! My chocolate bar! I should have just gone with poison right away. Intriguing. Oh, I see. Oh, man. Who is this guy? Here comes Toussaint Kingsley, the kingfisher. Clearly, he must be a fisherman, because don't you hear? All kingfisher are fishermen. And can a man not carry a fishing rod reel bait without being branded a fisherman? Look, the prosecutor's carrying a riding crop. Clearly, he must be a horse jockey. Oh, for pity's sake. Why do you, a 30-something-year-old with no health problems, carry a cane? Oh my god. I don't remember seeing this guy. Kingfishers, am I right? Oh my god. Oh man, what did we say? Where's my map? We don't have the rose, I think. Do we? I think it's just like, we don't have the rose, it's just that we have, the idea that the rose was involved. I don't think we literally have the rose. Because, like, in the previous one, we had silverware in our evidence drawer, but we didn't actually have the silverware. Powder? I was hoping there'd be like some kind of big reveal. I'm not done yet. Take a look at this. Don Quixote. This is the book Prince Juan had been reading in jail since his arrest. I believe he has had it on his person for some time. And yes, page 44 is missing. Oh! I'm not a fisherman! See, he admits it himself. Oh my god. What the fuck? Okay, but here's the thing. You're pretty sure he did it? Hi, yeah. A swan? Do shut up, witness. Your word is mud at this point. How can we possibly trust anything you have to say? We're gonna have more time! We have until Friday the 21st. We have days. We didn't fuck it yet. I'm having a lot of fun playing this game, guys. We didn't fuck it up. Wow! I forgot to unlock a chest. Tornado warning? Check media, take shelter now? Let me check my weather. I'm just playing bird lawyer while there's a tornado warning. How long ago was this? Till 9 p.m. I have a half hour. What the fuck? I just have Elder Scrolls running. And it's like, tornado warning. Nice selling Geralt. He's just meowing too. Come here. Say goodbye to everyone before the tornado kills us all. He doesn't want to. Okay. People and animals outdoor will be injured. Expect hail and damage to roofs, siding, windows, and vehicles. Oh god, my car. Well. Actually, my city isn't listed. Haha, it doesn't get this far east. But how does it reach that? Of course he doesn't want to be there. He just wants to be in the basement. There's a city that's like just north of me though that's listed in this. Weird. Okay, well, whatever. We're gonna keep playing this in our tornado, apparently. A lot came up in that trial, huh? No doubt about that, but something's bothering me. Why would that fisherman guy, Monsieur Kingsley, lie on the witness stand? Maybe he was coerced. Maybe the real murderer threatened the fisherman into making up a story about Prince Juan. Judge Romulus. He's acting without a shred of professionalism. It's coerced. Oh my gosh.
Coerced.
My tornado sirens just literally went off. Okay, guys, I'm gonna save the stream once we get back to the main menu and actually take shelter. Holy shit. Have you been demoted to courier status? It's a threat made with cutout newspaper letters. Whoa, I didn't know those things actually. Stop your investigation, there'll be consequences. Scary. Oh my god, I'm trying to end this. We're still going ahead with our investigation though, right? Absolutely. Oh yes, absolutely. I need to get to the screen where I can save! Okay. You need to finish this case tonight. I have bedtime, but I'm gonna end the stream and hide in my basement. See you guys